Hey guys, and welcome to this class all about the fundamentals of Vinyasa. Today we're going to be looking at the element of water. So a lot of flow, a lot of movement and transitions from one thing to the other, working on evolving and being able to adapt, which is very much like the element. So water and flow is a huge part of a Vinyasa practice, and once you can master that, you get that movement with your breath and you feel it all come together and piece together. So we're going to go through a bit of a dynamic class today. A little bit more movement than the earth class. So what you might want is a couple of blocks just to support yourself in some high lunges. If you are working the hands on the floor, otherwise nothing much else is needed. So just grab yourself into your mat and get yourself nice and comfy, and we'll get ourselves ready to practice. When you're ready, I'll meet you here. Welcome to the practice, guys, and hopefully you've got everything you need. Whenever you're ready though, we'll come to a seat. So you can sit yourself up on blocks if you want for a bit more space. It helps you just to sit taller through your spine, take the weight out of your lower back. So you can just take them underneath your hips, side by side, giving yourself some space here. I'm going to start our practice today just to check in for a moment. So get comfy, maybe close the eyes. Take a deep breath into the belly, the chest and your shoulders. And as you exhale, just sigh it all out through your mouth. And just taking a moment here, we're going to start to move our breath into an Waiji breath, the ocean breath. So to do this, you're going to simply bring the tip of your tongue to the top of your mouth, behind your top teeth. And then by lifting that tongue, you'll start to inhale and feel that audible sound in the back of your throat. And the same as you exhale. Starting to find those long ocean breaths as you inhale to bring it into the back of your throat. And we won't be here just for a couple more rounds. And then from here, we'll very slowly let the breath return to a natural and a comfortable rhythm. The ocean breath automatically brings us to the sea, the water, as it sounds like the waves going through the sea and onto the beach. We're going to bring ourselves onto our hands and knees now. Get ourselves started in that tabletop position. So bring in any props out the way just for now. Hands can come underneath the shoulders, knees can come under your hips. Moving through some cat-cow moves as we inhale, curl the tailbone up, open the chest, open your heart. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bring it all the way up as you lift the chest, lift the heart, the gaze, and on your exhale, round the back and tuck your toes under. Taking one more breath here. And then curl your toes under. Inhale there. Exhale, find your downward dog. And this time pedaling out your legs, maybe bend one leg straight and the other. Inhale to come through center, exhale to bend and expand that straight leg. Following your own breath. And then inhale here, find our neutral. Exhale, walk your hands back to your feet. Inhale, come into a half lift and lift. Find the shins or the ankles. And exhale, forward fold and walk your hands back out to that downward facing dog. Inhale in there and exhale, lift your hips. This time walk your feet to the front of the mat, moving slow. Inhale, find that half lift. Exhale, forward fold. And then plant your hands down and step back, find plank. Inhale there, knees come down if they need. Exhale, chaturanga, bend your elbows, lower your chest. Inhale, roll up into that cobra, baby if you can. And exhale, downward facing dog, lift your hips back and up. Pausing here, couple of breaths. And then shift your gaze forwards and step your feet to the front of your mat. Inhale, float up to that half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up to stand. And exhale, hands come down. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, bring your hands down, plank. Inhale in there. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pausing here. Finding a breath or two. Taking your time just to slow it down. And then from here, shift your gaze forward, step your feet to the front of your mat. Inhale, find that half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, take it all the way up. Exhale, hands come down. One more, inhale, bring it up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plank. Inhale there. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pausing here. Taking one more breath. And then shift your gaze forwards. Step to the front. Inhale, float up, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, hands come down. Flowing into a sequence now as we inhale, bring it up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plank. Inhale there. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. From here, let's inhale, take the right leg up. Exhale, open your hip, bend the knee. And then bring that right foot forwards between the hands or behind your wrist. Modification. Taking your hands onto blocks. If you need that extra space, pause here. Staying on those right toes, the left toes. And then from here, we're going to inhale, rise all the way up onto that high lunge. Balancing into your legs, lift up. through the arms. And then exhale, spin that left heel down, open up warrior two. Inhaling here. Exhale, bend your right elbow down to the knee and extend your left arm up and over. Extended side angle pose. And then let's inhale, reverse our warrior, send it back. And then exhale, take the hands down either side of your leg and step back, finding plank. Inhale there. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pausing here. Then inhale, take the left leg up. Bend the knee. Exhale, open your hip. Bringing that foot forward, behind the wrist, between the hands, staying on the right toes. Maybe keep fingers on the floor, stabilize, blocks if you need. And then from here we'll inhale, rise up, high lunge, arms come over the head. Taking a breath here. And then exhale, spin that right heel down, open out warrior two. Inhale, reverse our warrior. And exhale, take the elbow down over the knee. And bring the left right arm up and over. Extended side angle pose. Then inhale, bring it all the way up. Reverse. And then exhale, take your hands down. Either side, through our vinyasa, step back, find plank. Inhale there. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pausing here. Finding a breath or two. And then stepping the feet to the front of your mat. Inhale, find your flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Bend in. Inhale, bring it all the way up, And exhale, hands come down. Round two, as we inhale, bring it up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plank. Inhale there. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pausing here. Then inhale, take your right leg up. Exhale, bend your knee, open your hip, maybe come onto the right fingertips. Modified wild thing. And then spin your hips forwards, plant your foot behind the wrist between your hands, stay on the left toes. Inhale, rise up, high lunge. Inhale, one more. And then exhale, spin your left heel down, open up warrior two. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, extended side angle pose. Maybe hand can come down to the floor, inside or outside of the foot. And then inhale, bring it all the way up. Reverse. And then this time, bring the hands to the inside of your foot. Turn your right foot in slightly and start to sink down into that side lunge. Go as far as feels comfortable on the knee. Inhale in there, wherever you get there. And then as we exhale, spin it forwards and step back, finding your plank. Inhale in there. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pausing there. Then inhale, take the left leg up. Maybe bend the knee, open your hip. Maybe come on to left fingertips for a little modified wild thing. And then bring in your foot forwards. behind your wrist, between your hands. Inhale, rise up, high lunge. Exhale, hands spin it out, to warrior two. As we inhale, the top of our warrior. Exhale it down. Inhale, reverse your warrior, send it up and over. Exhale, extended side angle pose. And then from here, inhale, sweep it all the way up. Reverse. And then exhale, take the hands down to the right side and spin down onto that left heel. Maybe open your right foot out. Skandasana. Side lunge. And then from here, bring it forwards. Step back into your plank. Inhale in there. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Taking a moment here. And then we'll drop our knees down. Inhale, cat-cow as we lift and arch the back. Exhale, round the back. And then inhale, bring it all the way into that neutral tabletop. Step the left foot out to the side. Find a little thigh stretch there. And if it feels comfortable, inhale, bring it all the way up to stand on your knee. Bringing that left hand out to the side. Inhale, sweep your right arm up and leaning over into that side body stretch. And then exhale, bring it forwards. And step back into that tabletop. Inhale into that cat-cow. Exhale. And then neutralize. Taking that right foot out to the side now. Staying there if that's enough. Otherwise, inhale, bring it up on top of your knee. Bring that left hand up now. And exhale, maybe lean over towards the right side. And then inhale, bring it all the way through center. And then exhale, step it back. Bring big toes together. And lower the hips down. Child pose. Open the knees for a bit more space. Keep the knees together for a nice pause and relaxation on your lower back. Working the chest to the ground. Working forehead down. Bringing the tongue to the top of your mouth again. Coming into that ocean breath as we inhale. And from here we'll inhale, walk the hands back. Take the heels out to one side, making our way into a seat. Bring the feet together, knees out wide. Option to take blocks under the knees if you need here. And then inhale, open up. Exhale, forward fold over your legs. Still using that ocean breath if it feels comfortable too. Allowing for a deeper release. So just take one more breath here. Then inhale, bring it all the way up through our center. And then slowly lowering down onto our backs. Giving your knees a little hug in here. Rolling out your lower back side to side. Maybe drawing a little circle with the knees to release any tension there. And then from here, extending your left arm out to the side, inhale in there. And then as you exhale, roll over onto your right hip. Let the knees follow into a supine twist. Let that breath flow through your body. And then very slowly inhale, bring it all the way back through our center. And as we exhale, over onto the other side, extending the right arm out. And just taking this time for yourself. And then inhale, very slowly bring it all the way back through our center. Give those knees a final little hug into your chest. And as you exhale, taking the legs out. And either planting them, take the heels out to one side. For your modified Shavasana, if you have lower back sensitivity. Or take the hands out, the legs out. All the way as far as they feel comfortable to. Taking them a little wider than your hips, bring your hands out to the side. Settling in here. Starting to release that YG breath. And just come back to a natural breath that feels good. It feels comfortable. Just let your breath settle. And as the breath begins to settle, notice the body also begins to get heavy and to slow down. Letting your face soften. Allowing all that tension to release from the body, but also your mind. And then from here, taking a deep breath in wherever you are. And exhale, sigh it out, let it go. Wiggling your fingers and your toes. Bring your arms over your head for full body stretch. And then take your knees into your chest for a little hug. And very slowly Maybe rolling over onto your right side, finding a fetal position. Inhaling there wherever you are. And on your exhale, very slowly start to bring yourself back to that comfortable seat. Just take a moment to be mindful and check in. Notice how you're feeling right now. And then bring in your hands to your heart. Inhaling there. Exhale, bow your head down, whispering namaste to yourself. Namaste, guys.